What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Thor. His name is Jellyfish. His opponent today in the red color playing as Ra. His name is Mage. The map is Mediterranean. It's currently 1-0 in this best of 3 for the Challengers League. What a game. What a game to start this all off. Just down to the absolute wire. Those sort of games, man, you don't see them. You don't see games that close very often in Age of Mythology. Absolutely wild. What can I say, man? What can I say? Very, very good play by both players. Now we're moving into the next game, Mediterranean here. Mage sticking with the Ra on this one. I'm pretty sure Jellyfish has selected this map because he's also swapped into Thor as well. Thor on Mediterranean is a completely different kettle of fish than the Odin, just because you get this extra dwarven gold mine here to help out with that early game boat production. And yeah, that's a thing. So Thor's boomy abilities are very strong, and your ability to hit like Ragnarok's also with Thor can be pretty good. So we're seeing Mage doing, I think it's going to be like a 4-4-3 or 4-4-4 on the resources. So to get up at 4:30 is, I think 4:30 advanced times on with Egyptian on this map's pretty. It doesn't work very well. You want to go up a little bit later so that you can I don't know, get your economy sorted. It's a bit of a nightmare for Egyptian players on Mediterranean. But we are seeing the second dock coming up right now. 4 villages on wood means you can have, like, with the Pharaoh empowering is 1.5-ish fishing ship production. So getting the extra second dock up nice and early can help you very much so in that moment. Ooh, we're seeing a idle villager there for just a little bit, but no, he was just trapped. A little bit unlucky there. And we'll see what Mage is going to do here now. Jellyfish, on the other hand, he's already put, what's that? He's put 5 villagers on wood, and he is sharing this ox cart with the aurochs. So that's going to be really good for his early game. Normally, you have to jump straight onto the pigs, but getting this auroch means he's going to get a lot of food income, and advancing to the next stage is going to be a piece of cake for him. No real worries there. We're also seeing a fairly forward temple from Jellyfish, which does mean if he goes through Freya, which he probably will, the route that the Valkyrie has to take to get into the enemy base is not going to be that long. You can get an early forest fire onto the wood while he's trying to push off the fish and really delay Mage quite substantially. So let's just check out the resources. This looks like 300 food already for Jellyfish. He's got, look at this. He's already got 8 fishing ship here, and he's going to be trying to advance to the next age, dumping the fish back in. He's going to have to get another ox cart out though, and the temple is up, and it's going to be a 3:30 advance time for Jellyfish. Mage, on the other hand, only just putting up his temple. He has decided to go for that 4-4-4 I was speaking of, which does leave you with 5 docks and a 5-minute advance time if you do it perfectly. But it's looking like, you have to eat the hunt as well. It's looking like Mage not doing it 100% perfectly, because I think this temple is slightly late. Maybe if he empowers it with the priest, he may be able to get up in time, but he's not going to do so. So the temple's going to be slightly late. You do want to advance right on that 5 minutes if you do this build though, because it's a tough one otherwise to defend, because you're just a little bit too behind the 8 ball. No, the temple came out in time. It's just like Mage didn't dump his fishing ships or something like that. Definitely could have advanced there. He's going to go 5:15 though. No problems. We'll see if it matters or not. Freya's on the way. Second dock coming up for Jellyfish. Already has his extra houses up. Again, he may get bitten by these forward houses there. It's not going to be the best. Look at how many fishing ships Jellyfish has though. It's 11 fishing ships with a 4:30 advance line. This is why Thor is decent on this map over, say, the other Norse, over, like, say, an Odin here, who does have his own advantages given like great hunt on pigs, means you're not gonna ever not need pigs, and the ravens mean an instant forest fire as well. But there's the Valkyrie popping out, gonna be moving forward as well. And we do see instantly longboats coming out for Jellyfish. Just a little bit behind on this though. This ox cart not in the right position means that there's going to be some serious delay on wood income, which you cannot have. One thing I like to tell people who are learning the game or learning to play Norse is that at any point when you're not doing anything, you should be pressing Control G on your keyboard so you can check out your ox cart placements, because you always want to be making the move forward, and then you can have a pretend Uranos economy, except without the downsides of citizens. So Norse's economy is actually ridiculously strong if you are on top of those ox carts. So you see the forest fire coming down, almost going to pick off some villages here. It's going to be super close, and he doesn't get it. It's on 1 HP. It's going to come back to the hometown center, but the Valkyrie's coming in. Going to be super close. He does get the attack animation off, and he gets that 1 kill there. That's huge for Jellyfish. Gets the denial of wood income, plus 1 villager pick off. Mage still not making these villagers come forward while the longboat's coming in to try and take down the fishing ships. There is no food income currently for Mage, and he's got 190 food in the bank though, so he's got a little bit of time before he needs to get those fishing ships back out. Some cabinets are already out though for Mage. And Jellyfish has got some good micro. They're pulling Mage outside of the dock fire here. But Mage, you got to sit underneath at least 2 docks for the time being. Get as many fishing ship out as you possibly can. This is not an option. Maybe 1 spot here is an option. These fishing spots are an option. These 2 fishing spots, I can't speak. These 2 fishing spots are an option as well. So that's something you got to be super aware of when you're playing Egyptian here, is make sure you are still fishing from the spots that are not under pressure. We are seeing a Wadget moving forward right now. There is still a cheeky shifting sands that could come in. Remember, one of the biggest downsides to Norse is that they don't have a lot of answers to, say, like a Jason or an Odysseus or a priest and a Pharaoh or something like that. So if you use shifting sands into their base, they can do a lot of pressure and force you to have to spend some resources on, say, getting watchtowers. And now Mage pushing forward. A couple of those Jellyfish longboats getting pulled back, but looking like Mage is doing okay for the time being. Still able to live. Getting those fishing ships fishing is very important. Ooh, nice micro from Jellyfish to pull these back out, but Mage does retreat those in time. What is going on over here though? That's a big question mark. And now Jellyfish committing to this. He is outside of the range of these docks, so it's a good fight for him. The boat situation is currently 16 to 13. I think it's now 13 to 13 as those nice snipes onto the low HP longboats here. But the longboats do have a small advantage over the cabinets with the extra 1 pierce damage. So if it's an even fight, it's actually an advantage for the Norse to be playing. We do see a random fishing ship here with 24 food. What are you doing there? And he actually does manage to survive. Going to be still chilling though for the time being. Get him back. Get him back. Save the fishing ship. Save it. Jellyfish. Nope, doesn't care about the fishing ship. No worries. We just see the Wadgets coming in, but already have Ari Foxbeard ready to push this Wadget away, who turns around and tries to get another little bit of damage there. And the fishing ship still chilling. Just no, does not care. Doesn't care at all, not in the slightest, and he gets picked off. And pushing in Mage, still fighting without dock fire. This big reason why Egyptian is playable on water is that you sit underneath a bunch of docks. You build all the docks, and you just sit underneath them. But he's not doing so, and that's going to allow Jellyfish to keep the boat numbers relatively low, which is what he wants. And keep pushing in and getting further ahead based on that early game fish that he's had. At least that's what it seems to be. If we check out his food situation, it's 79 population to 60 population. So Jellyfish slightly in front, and it's got all the advantage right now. A couple of Valkyries out as well for Jellyfish. He's going to be able to do some real harass, especially when this gold mine expires. 800 gold is left. A bunch of pigs just chilling in the middle of the map as well for Jellyfish, but what can you do? A little bit of a lull in the fight. Mage still not getting that second town center here. He's got 16 villagers on wood. Feels bad. Looks like the Oxguard situation for Jellyfish not being updated also feels bad. But what can you do about it? What can you do about it at all? Moving forward, we'll be picking off the fishing ships. Let's get a nice snipe there as well. Looking like Jellyfish not paying attention for his longbows. There's getting a lot of free hits for Mage, who does return or retreat when Jellyfish finally does decide to turn around. Now we do have one dock firing here, but there's another dock here. If you just garrison the fishing ship, it'll be fine. But Jellyfish is just getting further and further ahead the more this is going on. You can see the Valkyries coming in, managing to snipe some villagers while this is all going on. Random Valkyries chilling up here for Jellyfish as well. And these cabinets look like they're all going to be falling. And Jellyfish does retreat away from this. The priest not looking or not doing something. More Valkyries coming over. Priest coming, or Pharaoh coming in here. We do see these cabinets are pretty much all dying at this point. Still spamming out longboats here as fast as he can. Does 3 docks now. And 3 Valkyries coming in. I'm not even sure that the Pharaoh is actually enough to deal with this, as the Valkyries do jump straight onto him, and then they're going to try and retreat a little bit. I would have liked to see him just try and pick off that Pharaoh. They wouldn't have been able to do so with 12 damage. Dwarves moving forward onto a second gold mine. We do see villagers moving up onto the top gold mine. Villagers look like they may be, or they're all going up to the top gold mine. I like that because the Valkyries are all here as well. We do see Mage moving out yet again, but just does not have the boat numbers to do so just yet. You need a... You need to have a pretty large amount of cabinets to leave your docks basically as Egyptian. Otherwise, it's just going to be too difficult for you. And Jellyfish is no slouch either. That's some really strong micro. Valkyrie's now sneaking in yet again, looking for something to pick off. Probably just come over onto this gold mine would be a great option, because there's nothing up here. It's going to push every single one of these villages off. And these longboats here can just chill for the time being. You see the food situation or the wood situation has gone pretty good for Jellyfish. Come longhouses coming up as well. Nice raid onto these villages here, trying to pick them off, but unfortunately a little bit of missed micro there from that Valkyrie going to the healing animation instead of clicking on the villager. Probably would have killed one villager there. We do see a town center coming up for Mage now. Jellyfish is already on 2 town centers, so he's going to be getting pretty far in front. These Valkyrie, for some reason, they just need to click on the Pharaoh. Kill him. Yes, kill him. You kill him very fast. Good, yes. And just retreat that one. Nice. Good job, Jellyfish. Gets off that, picks off that Pharaoh. 1 Valkyrie will fall, but it's totally worth it to make this happen. But not paying attention just yet as the longboats pushing forward. Looks like these Valkyrie may all get picked off as the priest do end up picking them off. Had to run after you kill the Pharaoh and then empower and then heal those Valkyrie back up. But losing all those Valkyrie not going to matter too much, as Jellyfish is doing quite well at this point. 3 town centers about to be up for Mage though. While he's lost the water, totally fine. He is Ra, so if he gets out Shadoof, which should be no problem, you can cast Rain and then get that villager boom happening very easily. But he will be running into a Ragnarok here. I guarantee you it's going to be a very fast Ragnarok. 16-17 minutes is probably going to be roughly when it comes in. And Mage is very far away from the heroic edge at this point. He's going to be super delayed because he has to spend all of that gold on farms and cast Rain and then go heroic and also get village or get units out to defend. Otherwise he will get pushed off gold. He does have a nice gold mine here behind this town center, so no real problems there. We've got these boar here that he could eat, but chooses to go onto the pigs. Maybe just waiting for another villager or something to help out. Some relics here. Pandora's box and the Wedged Eye both kind of useless. How's the resource situation for Mage going? He's actually almost in the heroic age. Very surprising. Jellyfish, on the other hand, already going through Bragi here. So no cares about playing it safe with Skadi. Generally speaking, we do see Skadi quite a bit because it's just safer. There's more versatility with Frost than with Flaming weapons, you can be aggressive with it, you can be defensive with it, whereas flame weapons is pretty much, if you're not killing him, then it's a waste. But Jellyfish will have the option to go straight to the Mythic Age as well. We are seeing this gate getting picked off, a couple of what sentry towers trying to get thrown down, but it's going to be a slow process there to build these up. These villagers also will be able to pick it off very fast. Now we've got the walls coming up for Jellyfish as well. We'll see if this will actually do anything or not. We see some axemen coming out, villagers immediately coming over here to take down this sentry tower. You see how much damage they do, like so much damage. There's a shifting sands as well, pulling those units into the home base, going straight after the Pharaoh here. And then what's he going to do? He needs to get out of here. He does get the Pharaoh, he will get out. And the villagers turn around to fight as best as they can. But with all the Ulf Sharks spanning out, it's like Jellyfish is actually at 145 of 145 population, whereas Mage is at 69 population. Going through Hathor is not going to give him anything at all to deal with this situation he's in. And do we see Baldur coming just yet? It's got to be soon, right? There's a fortified town center called Valhalla coming through, but no market. I don't see a market for Jellyfish. Oh, he does have it. There it is. It's going to be close. Already 30 villages on food, so very close to clicking advance. And this is going to be a different kettle of fish. This Ragnarok is not a one town center Ragnarok. There's going to be a recovery from it, and beyond that, it's going to be big. It's going to have a lot of stuff. And we even see it's Jellyfish with the side build here as well. I love it. Migdal Stronghold going down for Mage. He's going to try and get out some chariots, but he needs to throw down a bunch of barracks already to start dealing with these medium Ulfsark. Would actually not be surprised if Jellyfish decides to go through Tyr here instead of Baldur. He's still not advanced. Just going for a more heroic age push. No problems. He can actually just run in and take this town center down if he wanted to. He's got complete command of this situation. Super far in front. Moving in, barracks going down, and these heavy Ulfsark gonna be trying to take down the town center. Battle Boar are on it as well. And these do so much damage as well. 20 hack, 20 crush. We do see rain coming down to prevent any sort of flaming weapons. Mark coming up now for Mage, and Watchtower coming in for Jellyfish. The Ulfsarks are going to be picking off a lot of these villages as well. Going to get the town center for themselves. Baldur is on the way as well for Jellyfish. And the rest of Mage's base is under fire. This tower not going up just yet. He can get his own town center here, and I reckon when Mage sees the Baldur, he will probably tap out. The chariots on their way though. These are like, what is this? Call of Valhalla Ulfsark. 116 HP compared to the 118 HP of the Chariot Archer, so they do compare quite nicely. It's looking like Jellyfish is able to just finish this one off. Another hill fort coming up a little bit back. I don't think that Mage sees this at all, or he does see it, but I don't think he's got much of an answer to it. As he's focusing on the micro over here, some of these longboats over here as well, but they're a little bit out of range, but you can get rid of them at this point. Use the population a little bit differently. Town center is up. Picking off the farms for some reason, but okay. Now the Battle Boar coming in. Maybe just kill the town center. There's Osiris on the way. It's going to be very far behind the Baldur though, so he may just lose the town center before anything happens. Wouldn't be a bad idea for Jellyfish to just move these villages forward and get the attack instantly. There's the Balder moving forward. We will probably see like a kind of like a instant champion. No champion infantry, but looking like the battle boards you get picked off very fast by all these priests here. Tsuko's on the wrong units though. Just try and kill the you do the most damage to myth units with myth units. So you want to prioritize myth units first, and then everything else. You just see flaming weapons coming in by Jellyfish instead of waiting for the Ragnarok. We've got a Migdol Stronghold coming up forward for Mage. Town Center is coming up, or 95% on the Osiris is going to try and pick it off. And we just see the Jarl coming over. Nice garrison there from the Pharaoh. There's the Son of Osiris. So Mummy does come out. And this town center will be going down though. The Ulfsark trying to come around and pick off this Son of Osiris is going to do a lot of damage to this. We do see the Mummy picks off a battle boar though. Fire Giant coming in from the back though, and Mage does tap out in this moment. GG. Well played by Jellyfish. Really showing that Thor can be strong if you use him in the right way. Taking down a Ra and Mediterranean. Really nice play here. Good town center timings. Great build order. Strong micro. Good pressure the entire game. I loved the Valkyrie raids as well in the mid game. And that was that. Jellyfish going up to 1-1. We're going to be moving on to a decider game now. So thank you all for watching. We'll move on to it very shortly. So stick with me.